Hello, hello. It's Bernadette. It's Thanksgiving here in the US, so I want to wish you a very, very happy Thanksgiving and give you a couple tips of how to make this an amazing, amazing holiday. Now, look, came from a dysfunctional, chaotic family background, so I am not telling you that I'm the things I'm going to tell you right now, or the things that I'm going to lay out, doesn't mean that you don't have people in your life who are addicted to drama or dysfunction or any of that. But I want to give you my tips how I have a great holiday event and gathering with family, regardless of what's going on in anybody else's attitude. And the first thing that I do, and we talked about this in my personal growth group, advanced growth group, Charm Life last night, and that is this: intentionally decide how you're going to show up today. How are you going to show up? When I say that, I mean, what energy are you going to be in? How are you going to express yourself? Not what's happening with everybody else. You decide intentionally. So I have a few words that I've picked, throughout my life, in the last couple of months, of how I want to show up and how I want to serve in the world. And the first thing is always loving, be compassionate. But the other thing is that I want to show up energized. I want to show up enthusiastic. Like, I'm not going to show up as droopy dog. Oh, happy Thanksgiving. How are you? I'm showing up intentionally in a state of enthusiasm, right? Heightened energy, because I do want to impart that into the energy of our family as we're celebrating Thanksgiving. In everything that we do, there, it's real easy to fall into everybody else's energy. If you're sensitive like me, if you're empathic, whatever, it's easy to fall into the energy when everybody's sort of low vibe. This morning, and yesterday, I've had to place magnets on my oldest daughter, Brindy, because she's got the crud and it went away. She was on antibiotics. She got it back. She's been violently coughing until yesterday when I placed magnets. So I had to place magnets on her. My dad's having some prostate issues, kidney issues. So I had to place magnets on him. I worked on one of my clients this morning, even though it's a holiday, totally in service, right? Like, I'm not doing this because I'm getting paid either, even for my client. It's because it's needed right now. So my intention is to show up present, and I did all of that. Now my daughter can go finish cooking Thanksgiving dinner because I'm not cooking it, and going to engage with them. But I've basically been working and running around this morning, taking care of everybody's symptoms. And that's the thing that I want you to know. Like, you can make this Thanksgiving and any holiday, any family gathering different, and you can use this at work and in your daily life. How are you showing up? Forget about what everybody else is doing. This is about how can you show up intentionally? What is the energy you want to express, right? It's about giving. And since it's Thanksgiving, we are here to give. We are here to serve. Completely different way than the way most people show up. And it isn't about, what am I getting? That is not the focus. Not the focus at all. It's what am I giving? So I want you to shift into that mindset today. Show up in service. If you're at a big event, can be emotionally overwhelming. Make sure that you kind of have a plan for calming your energy down. Sometimes you just need to walk outside, take a few deep breaths, get away from everybody and the noise. That can be big family gatherings, big dinners can be very overwhelming to the senses, to your hearing, to your body. Like, it's a lot coming at you. And then if there's football going on right now downstairs, my family's watching the Macy Day Parade. So there's a lot of noise. My granddaughter, on top of all of it, brought down her tumbling mat. So she's down there dancing and tumbling. Wow. They're watching the parade. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to step away. I'm going to step away and I'm going to go into service here on live stream. So whoever's watching live, say hello. I'd love to see who you are. I can see that. I mean, we're in both Facebook and on YouTube. Love to see who it is that's watching. But I want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. And I want you to keep in mind, like, we are lucky to be alive. We are so lucky. I'm so grateful that I woke up this morning, because there are some people that did not. There are some people that are missing family members. Some of you might be missing family members. I mean, I've experienced a abnormally like high rate of loss in the last few years, and many of you have. And this may be the first holiday that you're going through without your loved ones. It may be the second or the fifth. I don't know, but if we focus on loss and we focus on what is not here, we tend to get sucked into lower energy and emotions. I'm asking you, shift your focus. Why? For you, so that you can feel better, right? So that you can feel better. If you're going through grief, I understand it's so hard, right, to stay focused on, but what do I have to be grateful for? You're here for a purpose. If you're alive and you woke up this morning, you are here for a purpose you have not yet fulfilled. There's still life in you. You can show up and serve. Not about the food. It's not about how many people are at the event. Like, how can you show up in a loving way? How can you show up in service? I was telling my group last night, one of the things I always do when, even if I'm not the cook, if I'm not the host of the dinner, which this year I'm not. Thank you. I've done so many dinners. And I'm not eating a lot of the food anyway. So like for me to have to make it, I'm like, doesn't even, no, y'all make it. I'll find my own food because I'm eating plant-based whole food. Plus I'm on a calorie count, yada, yada, yada. But if I were at a larger event, and I'll still do it here, appreciate and say out loud how good the food is. All of the dishes, not just the turkey, right? Appreciate the person who put the energy and effort in. For those of you who are cooking, appreciate those who are appreciating you. Appreciate that you have the funds and the resources to provide a Thanksgiving meal. Because I know how tired you get. Like you're in the kitchen all day and in 20 minutes, the meal is gone. And you're like, what did I just do? And it takes you days to recover. So I get all of that. And you're in service, and be grateful that you get to. There are many people that would like to have holiday dinners and they don't have the physical energy because they're chronically ill or something's gone on and they can't physically do it. You get to do it. And it's a completely different way of looking at it. But if you want to start to bring in high performance habits into your life, if you want to start to bring growth and consciousness into your life, it's about being intentional. So what are you going to show up as today? I'm going to be enthusiastic, energetic, and fun, because why not? We're going to play some Catan. I'm going to show up in service and help with the dishes and make sure everyone has their food and their drinks and their condiments and their whatever, even though I didn't cook the meal. And if I was in a large crowd, I would do the same thing. Where can I serve? So think about that. Look around. Who needs what? Get up. Go do it. Take out the trash. Help with the dishes, right? Any which way you can. How can you serve? And the focus no longer is about me. The focus is about, the other people, and you're bringing joy, but you're also on purpose, because when we're in the state of love and we're taking action in that energy of love, it does make a huge difference. And then you're not walking around, going, oh, that was so stressful. If it's stressful, take a break. But if you anchor the energies in, you decide how you're going to experience it and how you're going to show up, it's going to be a much better day. And remember, this is a quote I love, I constantly live by. People don't remember what you do. They remember how you make them feel. Make people feel great today. Make them feel great today, because you will end your day feeling amazing and it lifts your spirits. So if you are not going to anybody's house today and you are alone for whatever reason on this Thanksgiving, pick a book to read, grow, use this quiet time to study, do some stretching, do some yoga, take a bath, go Netflix. That's fine. Like, do whatever, but don't focus on what you don't have. Like, look around at the abundance that is. If you've got Netflix, you've got a television. Many people can't afford electricity and all the stuff. Like, appreciate you're not having to work today. If you are working today, thank you for your service. I don't want to say that. I want to honor you for working when everybody else isn't today, right? We can get resentful about that or feel bad about that. And I just want to say I honor you. The work you do is important and essential. And it's people like you that keep the world going and us in our comfort, honestly. So, that's my Thanksgiving wish for all of you. Mostly, though, I really I want us to remember this day as a day we woke up. And that is so much to be grateful for. And I think we take it for granted. You can breathe, right? For any of you who are emergency workers and you're in the hospitals today, that one's a hard one too, because energy, it can be very low, but you're showing up in service too. And I want to honor you and appreciate you for the hard work you do. And I think not enough times do you get the credit for, especially nurses. Like, nothing against doctors, but nurses, oh my God, you guys bust your butts. You bust your butts. And as a natural practitioner and healing practitioner, and I mean to the doctors too, like, holidays come, people get sick, and we want to be with our families and we can't, right? Sometimes we can't. And I just want to appreciate you for the hard work and service and the calling that you have out in the world. So happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I love you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for always, being there to support this page and the work that I put out. I really do appreciate you. I know I've been quiet. I've been working in the background, rebuilding my website, rebranding all of my stuff. So it's all sort of changing. I'm in transition right now, which is a very challenging time for me, because I'm not, it doesn't feel like I'm building out in the world. I don't have a lot of stuff going on out in the world, but I've got so much work to do and I'm doing it alone. I shouldn't say that. I'm not doing it alone. I have a very good friend who's also a client. And boy, he just gifted our community, those of you who follow me, which I'll be sharing that in the next couple of weeks, but he just gifted someone a session with me and said, I want you to do a giveaway. So we will be doing that. Hint, hint, it's coming because he's had so much movement and he wants to pay it forward. So that is kind of a surprise Christmas gift for the community as well. Just know it's not like I've disappeared and I'm trying to get content out. The girl who edits some of my videos has been inundated with a lot of stuff with her family. And as much as I love putting content out, I put family first. That's my value. Family's most important to me. It's, always been most important to me. And so even though she's got stuff that she needs to be doing for me, if she's telling me, look, I got all this stuff going on with family, and I know that she does, I'm going to tell her, put your family first. The world's not going to stop moving because we didn't put a video out. Life goes on, and I walk my talk. So if you'll kind of like excuse the dust as we're doing construction and settling things in, and be patient with us as we flip everything and we get things moving for you. But we are building stuff. It's not out front where you can see it right now. Like, everything's sort of behind closed doors. But I have some good stuff coming your way, I promise. And I'm very grateful that I get to put this stuff out in the world. So that is what I'm grateful for. So many things right now. And I hope that you're grateful too. I hope that you will show up in the world in service. The world needs it. The world needs us to unselfishly give, generously give of ourselves. And then we become role models for others. The kids start paying attention. All the little kids, I was telling my group last night, like, I miss the big family gatherings when I get seated at the kids' table and play with the kids and eat my dinner with the kids. And, kids are so full of joy. So those of you who have kids running around and you're like, they're so noisy, join them. Just join them, run around with them, play their games because they're fun. Like, you're alive. You're not dead. Go enjoy it. Have some fun. Listen to the elderly people. To me, like, we need to honor them too. Listen to their stories while they're still here. Appreciate that they're still here. So much we can be grateful for. I love you guys. I'm going to cut this. I will see you later. Happy Thanksgiving to all of my friends in America.